All right, now we're doing 7 cube building blocks. This is by Name613, and 93% of people like it. We're going to write a class block that creates a block. The constructor should take an array as an argument, and this will contain 3 integers in the form width, length, and height from which the block should be created. And then we're going to define these methods, get, width, get, and all this stuff right here. And then here's the example, 246. It's just going to make, it's just going to do it right there, just like that. So basically what we need to do is we're going to have to fill in this constructor first. And we're going to, if you don't know anything about classes or you need a refresher, here's the page right here. It's pretty extensive, so you can just read up on it. But for this, what is it? For the constructor that we're going to make right here, what we're going to use is this destructuring assignment syntax, which is a JavaScript expression that makes it possible to unpack values from arrays or properties from objects into distinct variables, right? So basically, we'll be like, I'll show you what we're going to do. So right down here, we're going to say, inside of this array, we're going to say this dot, what are we doing? Width, length, and height. So this dot width, comma, this dot length, comma, this dot height. All right, and all this equals data right here. All right, so this stuff equals this. So now we're going to make these little methods down here. And so what we're going to do for that is we're going to say something like get width, like this, and then we're going to say return this dot width, and then it will pretty much do the same for the rest of them. So this dot length will have this dot return this dot length. All right, then we'll have a get height. That's not how you do that. And this we're going to return this dot height. All right. And then down here we're going to do get volume, and this one's going to be a little bit different from the other one. So we're going to say get volume right here. And for this one we're going to say let, and then we're going to define this little object right here. We're going to say let, what is it? Width, length, and height. Width, length, height equal this. All right. That way we don't have to say this dot this times, this dot width, this dot length times this dot height. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to say return width times length times height. Yeah, because if we didn't do this, we'd have to say this dot this, and this dot this. All right. So now we're going to come down here to get surface area, which is even more important that we do this because there's a lot of typing with that one. Surface area. All right. And so we're going to do this again. Let's just take this right here. And so for the surface area, we have to return width times length plus length times height plus height times width, and all this multiplied by 2 for the surface area. All right, and so yeah, that's why it's good to do this instead of having to say this dot width times this and all the way down. So anyway, let's test this out and see if it's even good. All right, what's wrong with this one? Huh? This dot hike this. Let's try it again. Test it out. All right, good. Attempt it. All right, submit it. All right, and as you see, it's pretty much just like this one. Different syntax. We, made it a little bit bigger, and we didn't do this .w, but whatever. It's the same thing. Let's go to mine. Just me on this one. Best practice in my opinion. Very much like this one. And we'll see you next time.